Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out this multi-tool here from NexTool. It's called the Mini Sailor S11 Pro. And we have checked out the Mini Sailor before, but this one is the Pro version. So we're going to get in here and see what this one is all about. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and make an incision here with the Rivery Zero. And this thing is made in good old US of A, milled aluminum here. Great utility blade for like 70 bucks or so. I'll have links for this product and every other product linked down below in the description and pin comment. And I also have content for all these products here in the channel as well if you guys want to learn more. But without further ado, let's get in here. I also have the other model. We're going to do some comparison and contrasting here as well. Again, I believe this one's a more revised version of the S11 from NexTool. So here we go. We got paperwork. We have a bio dry, right? Help with humidity. And here is the tool itself. Right? It's giving me vibes here of about the same size as the Mini Sailor, right? S11, but this one again, I think it has maybe one more tool in the arsenal, right? We're gonna get into it here. The great thing about this one is it's very small form factor, very easy to carry. You can take this thing just about anywhere, and it's not very bulky, not too wide, just a decent amount of width there, and not too tall, not too wide. Again, pretty nice and slim, narrow, great for EDC. So we're gonna get in here. Let's see, starting of course with the blade, because of course we've got to. I'm not sure if the blade was labeled on the other one. We'll check in a moment, but ACR 18 MOV. It's a steel that we are working with here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's definitely my kind of geometry, right? Nice little sheep's foot blade. Sign me up all day, every day. This one is flat grind with a nice sort of black stone wash going on there. Digging that. Hey guys, really quick, I just posted a video for the 35K subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 15 different knives, so I'll have a link to that video in the description and pinned comments. Thank you all so much for this amazing growth. 35,000 subscribers is an amazing number. Hopefully we can get to 50K by the end of the year. Check out the video, get entered to win, and best of luck to everybody. Then we have on the, let's see, stay on this side here for a moment. We have a nail file here as well. All right, we'll kind of go one at a time. Got a little bit of a flathead kind of pry bar situation here. It is also a, I said nail file, but no, it's just a file, file in general. We got the sort of cross diamond pattern going on with diagonal lines going both ways. And then we have a little bit of a sort of like a diamond sort of file on the other side. All right, let me get you again a closer look because, you know, we got that 5x zoom, you know, might as well put it to good use, right? Get you guys the up and close so you can see every fine little detail you need to see about these products. So here we go. All right, so that's that guy. These are all accessible from the outside. And then we have on the opposite side, seems like quite a few nice handy tools, right? On this side, we have the Phillips head, right? Nice narrow Phillips head screwdriver there with the nail nick. Then we have a flathead on the opposite side, also a can opener, also with a nail nick. Very straightforward design. Somebody pointed this out on a previous video. They were saying, Miguel, you missed the SIM tool. Well, guess what? You do have a SIM tool right over here as well. Now, most phones these days, I know the newer iPhones, I'm not sure about Androids, they're doing eSIMs, so they don't necessarily have a physical SIM card anymore. But there are certain tasks where you wish you had something very, you know, kind of paper clip-like, where obviously this is going to come handy. So that's obviously, again, a nice to have. Nice to have, need it. Have it and not need it, then need it and not have it. So definitely checks that box. And opposite from that, on the other side, we have, oh yeah, we got the scissor here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, check it out here. These are, got this wire right here in the back that creates sort of like a spring tension. And then these are all blacked out as well. I love the sort of aesthetics here, right? Kind of like a grayish blue with the blacked out tools. So scissors, right? Very nice, good action there. These are always come handy. There are specific times where I have certain tasks that I want to do with a scissor that I can't do with a knife, and these obviously will check that box. Of course, going inside, hopefully we're not missing anything. We'll check the user manual here in a moment, but bam, here we go. All right, we got the, of course, the pliers. Now, of course, these aren't going to be, you know, the most heavy duty pliers out there, but in a pinch, right, especially for the trade-off of how lightweight, you know, nice, easy form factor, what you got going on here, I think they absolutely nailed it. Pretty narrow, but still a decent width here to be sturdy enough, robust enough. I want to say somewhere around 0.16 inches there in the thickness. So again, not bad for a small form factor, right? We can do a 3-finger grip here, right? And just get some quick plier sort of application done. We got the fine nose the regular pliers sort of jimping on the inside. And these are going to be, right, spring loaded as well. I'm seeing a little bit of, maybe if I close it here, I'm seeing a little bit of sort of green. Kind of looks like JG10. I'm wondering if these are glow in the dark little inserts. It's the first thing that comes to mind there as far as these go. But yeah, nevertheless, again, I'd rather have something like this on me than forget to carry a big old heavy duty multi-tool and then just not have anything at all, right? And then try to kind of do it with my bare hands. So I mean, something like this is better than having absolutely nothing at all. So it's not meant to replace like a heavy duty pair of pliers from, you know, your favorite multi-tool or what have you. It's just convenience, right? Absolutely coming down to convenience 1000%. Taking a quick look here to make sure we didn't miss anything, right? We got the needle nose, the regular pliers, almost missed the wire cutters. So we do have very small, but definitely functional. These are permanent, not replaceable wire cutters because, of course, this thing is tiny. So if you need to do some wire cutting on the go, obviously these would do that. We talked about the can opener, bottle opener. We have a hanging hole, so almost missed this. It's right in here. So if you wanted to do any sort of like key ring sort of application, right, just got to fish this guy out. Let me see if I can do that really quick. And by the way, it's as simple as just pushing it out like this. And there is your key ring. I like the fact that you can, again, stash it away if you're not going to carry it on your key ring. Or you can always show it there, right, if you wanted to make it permanent on your keys or whatever the case may be. So that's a nice touch. All right, by the way, this is the mini flagship here from NexTool. I absolutely love this one. We'll do some size comparisons in a moment. Now, we talked about the knife, Phillips head, flat head, right, scissors, SIM card tool, or needle, that's what they call it. And then we have the, there we go, I was not wrong, transparent fluorescent blocks right here in the sort of front of the tool. So adds a little bit of, I guess, glow in the dark utility, right, which we would absolutely test here. I'm gonna go ahead and supercharge them here with the Skyfire US flashlight, and that's gonna give it a little bit of juice right there. All right, see how these charge up. By the way, if you haven't liked the video, this would be a great time to do so. And if you enjoy the content, subscribing to the channel would absolutely go a long way, would be much appreciated. Help your boy here reach 50K subscribers by the end of the year. I absolutely would mean the world to me if you could do that. Thank you. And let's see, right? Again, I'm not necessarily turning off many lights, which I could, but just to give you an idea, right? If the studio here wasn't as lit, you'll still have some fluorescence going on there from those fluorescent blocks on the multi-tool. Here's the other side of the user manual, by the way, for reference, in case you wanted to check that out. Opening function, scissors, right? Things like that. So now let's go ahead and check it out here side by side next to the mini sailor. This is the OG one. This one has the key ring on the outside. And as you can see, size-wise, they seem to be about pretty much the same length there for the most part. Checking here, the width on the OG one is 0.53. Width on the Pro is going to be 0.54. So it's like a hair thicker. Again, not a big difference in any way, shape, or form. And checking this guy out, right, just to recap, we do have a blade on this one. It's actually not labeled what steel this one is. Future me, double check. We do have on the opposite side, this one has the can opener and bottle opener as compared to the file on this guy, on the Pro. I don't think we have a file on this one. We'll double check. Got very similar scissors on here. And there we go. We got the Phillips head and the flat head, right? This one incorporates the bottle opener on the flat head tool, right? A little bit of a difference there, more or less. That's a very kind of smart way to do it. We also have a SIM tool on this bad boy, which I missed the first time. Again, you guys pointed that out to me. That's pretty much everything on the outside. Of course, we have the pair of pliers on the inside, which are pretty much basically the same, except they are, you know, black coated here on the Pro. I think the price difference is not that much either. It's like about $4 more for the Pro as compared to the regular version. So that's something else to consider there. And of course, last but not least, no fluorescent blocks on the non-Pro version, or as you get them on the Pro version, as you can see there. A quick rapid fire size comparison here, right? We got the, again, OG mini sailor. We got the mini sailor, also known as the S11. And this is the Pro, of course, the one we've been looking at this whole video. The mini flagship right here, which this is also a great one here for maybe not only just light carry or what have you, if you're not doing anything crazy, but the one thing about this one is the scissors, right? That's probably where this one stands out the most as far as being around the same size. But the scissors are huge, right, on this one. So That's definitely something, right, over that guy, which you might consider. Also has a key ring, all right, for keychain or what have you. So it is a small version of this guy right there, right? That is the actual full-size Flagship Pro from NexTool. So definitely look into those. Again, they're all linked down below, and I have content for all of them here in the channel. All you gotta do is put the tool name Miguel EDC, and you'll find those videos right away. This is the very popular E1. These are non-plier sort of knife multi-tools. Same thing here with the SK2E Elite from Roxon. Before moving on to the big boys here, we got the BIBURY Mini Multi-Tool, more or less sort of like a medium size. These are like small size. This one will be like a medium size. And of course we got, you know, just for reference, just pick two. There's so many that we have discussed or gone over here in the channel. Again, the NexTool Flagship Pro right here to the right, and the Roxon Phantom right here to the left, right? Hopefully that gives you more or less a ballpark where these guys land size-wise. Well, there you have it, folks. That is a quick overview on the Mini Sailor NexTool S11 Pro right here. Again, really good size, a great backup, right? You can throw these, on like a keychain or what have you, and just know you have a multi-tool with you at all times. So that can come handy, especially when you have like a smaller task or some sort of task. You maybe are away from home or whatever the case may be, don't have scissors on you, or you need to do some sort of specific job, especially, you know, the pliers here being a little bit narrow. They can definitely do certain tasks that perhaps the bigger counterparts would probably be too wide or too thick in order to be able to do. So definitely has that going for it. A whole slew of different tools that we already looked at as well here throughout the video. Definitely let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. What do you guys like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. And as usual, links for all products will be in the description and pinned comments as well. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but it's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.